Here's a question. There's been a lot of weirdness around the assassination attempt against Donald Trump, and it's even spawning weird conspiracy theories. And I'm really reluctant to even go into this because I'm not a fan of weird conspiracy theories. But I have a few questions. Why have we never seen a hospital report? Why was he not even taken to the hospital? Why does his ear now look like it was never touched, whereas Mike Tyson, who had, a bit of somebody's ear, still has a big hole in his ear? We saw that blood streaked across Trump's face, and there was a blob of it on his ear. But wait a minute. If his ear had been hit, how would the blood get streaked? I mean, it doesn't look like he smeared it with his fingers, and there wasn't any on his hands. Could it be that the blood that was on Trump's face was splatter from the fireman or another person who got shot near him, and Trump was never actually injured? That he was never injured at all? And that's why he so easily stood up and raised his fist? He knew the power of a photo with blood on his face, no matter whose blood it was. What if that bandage on his ear that he wore for just about a week, and then there was nothing, right? What if that was just a prop to get publicity and sympathy? Wouldn't that answer a lot? Or is it too weird to even be asking the question? It's just, it's a very strange question to ask, But is it possible that the blood that was on Trump's face was actually blood splattered from that fireman who was next to him who got shot around the same time? Or as he was going down, the person behind him who got shot? I mean, you watch shows like CSI and you get all this, oh yeah, blood splatter here, blood splatter there. That's how you could. Now, I don't know. I mean, I've been dismissing basically callers up to this point who have said, I think this thing was staged. I'm not saying it was staged. I think the whole thing was real. I just don't. I'm starting to think that Donald Trump actually never, it wasn't his blood on his face. It wasn't his blood on his ear. That somebody near him got shot and there was an eruption of blood and it hit his ear and it smeared across his face. Is that possible? Why have we never seen an actual physician's report? The only thing we've seen is Ronnie Jackson, who was, Dr. Feelgood in the White House, who's now a member of Congress, saying, oh, yes, he was definitely shot and everything's fine now. Really? Is this weird? Anyhow.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-808-9925.
Yeah, and Sean says, and Trump is such a wimp, he would have folded like a cheap suit if he'd actually been shot. I got to tell you what happened in Arlington National Cemetery, and I'll pick up your calls right after this.